How to become a millionaire with $5 per day. This is not clickbait. There's actually a real strategy here. And I'm going to show you guys how you can use $5, just $5 per day, how you can actually use that to become a millionaire. And now you may be saying, well, Eann, this sounds really good, but I can't even save $1,000 per month. So how am I going to become a millionaire with $5 per day? And I'm going to break this down step by step. But first of all, let's break this down as to why you probably think that this isn't possible before we actually go into the actual strategy of how you can pull this off and how other people have pulled this off before. So first of all, most people can't even save $1,000. In fact, 56% or more of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency expense with their savings, meaning that if anything pops up that costs more than $1,000, they're gonna have to go into debt. So this means that these people are working, they're working one job, they're probably working two jobs, probably even three jobs, but they still can't even save $1,000 per month. And even if we look further, this is how most Americans would cover an emergency bill of $1,000 or more. So only 44% of them would be able to pay that amount from their savings. 20% would need to put this on a credit card and then continue to pay the minimum payments over time, and then hopefully they'll be done paying it off in like a year to 2 years. 50% would be able to cut out some of their expenses and then be able to pay that bill in full. 10% would be in a position to borrow this money from family and friends. And this is also very shocking because this means that only 10% of people actually have family members or friends who can afford to loan them $1,000. So people can't save $1,000 and their family members and friends also can't save $1,000. I mean, this is really bad, and then 4% of them would take a personal loan to cover this. Now, most likely when you were growing up, you heard a term that you should save for a rainy day or save for later on, which is good in theory, but it actually doesn't work. For instance, I'm going to break this down right now. Let's say you got there and you save $1 million today. Let's say you have your dream job, you're making a ton of money, everything is great, and you save $1 million. You have that $1 million today and you have it in your savings account, and you decide that you're not gonna touch this $1 million. You're gonna actually let it sit there, and this is going to be a part of your retirement fund. Now, from my analytics on this channel, most people who watch me are between the ages of 18 to 35. So let's take the median, and let's say you're around 24 years old. This means that you have just around 26 years to retire on average. Now, if you keep $1 million in your account or in your savings account for 26 years, at the end of these 26 years, you'll still have $1 million. But the $1 million that you'll have will not be able to cover the expenses or purchases that you could with it today. So for example, every single year food costs increase, every single year rent goes up, every single year mortgages get more expensive. Every single year, cars get more expensive. So if you're saving towards your retirement or you're saving towards some long-term goal, then you're actually just losing money, because by the time you actually save and you get to that goal and you have the amount of money that you wanted, it won't be able to do the same things that it could have done today. And so pretty much the point here is that for every single day that you don't spend your money, you're actually losing some of the value of this money. Now, you may be saying, well, Eann, what does this actually mean? Does it mean that I should go out there and spend all my money every single day? And the answer is no. But what you should do is use a strategy instead. So let's talk about how you can become a millionaire with $5 per day. And by the way, guys, $5 is nothing, right? Most people spend $5 on water, like soda, coffee, every single day. If you're the average person, if you're working, you can definitely spend or afford to spend $5 per day on anything you want to. Now, just before we get into the details here, quick reminder, if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Eann. On this channel, I talk about ways to make money, ways to save money, ways to invest your money. I talk about bank accounts, credit cards, financial products, just about everything to do with personal finance. So if you like these videos and you like these types of topics, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. It helps the channel out a ton, won't cost you anything. Also, be sure to subscribe with the notifications on. That way you never miss the updates of when I post new videos. And if you ever want to talk to me one-on-one about this or just about anything else that I talk about here on the channel, you can message me on Instagram. I'm leaving the link down below. But with that said, let's jump right back into how you can actually become a millionaire with only $5 per day. So let's assume that you're currently 24 years old and you can put your age in here and you could work this out, right? You can see what it is for you. But let's say you're currently 24 years old. If you go ahead and you save $5 per day, this is going to work out to be around $1,825 per year because there are 365 days in a year, right? Now, if you do this for 26 years, meaning that you save $5 a day for 26 years, you're gonna end up with a total of $47,450. Now, that amount of money, or with that amount of money, you may as well just keep on buying Starbucks coffee for $5 every day because that's definitely not gonna make you rich or wealthy. And I'm doing this just to show you guys that saving isn't actually the best method, because in 26 years from now, you won't be able to use that $47,000 to do much. I mean, right now, with $47,000, you could buy a really nice car, right? A brand new car. But in 26 years from now, you may have to double that amount of money to just get a decent car. Now, let's go a step back and assume that you started saving $5 per day from the age of 18, right? Let's say you were early. So now you're gonna save this $5 every single day for 43 years. So you're gonna be around 61 years old when you stop saving this money. This means that you're going to save around $79,550 by the time you retire if you start saving $5 per day from the age of 18. And again, that's really not a lot of money if you were saving for almost your entire life. However, if we take advantage of investments and compounding, and you invest in something like the S&P 500, which gives you annually returns of anywhere from 8 to 10% on average, and you did the very same thing, you opened the brokerage account with $100, you invested for 43 years, you started investing at the age of 18, and you got around 10% per year, you added $5 every single day, which works out to be $150 per month, which works out to be $1,850 per year. At the end, you would have 1.3 million. So the difference here is that if you save the same amount of money for the same period of time, you're gonna end up with 77,000 or 79,000. But if you invest that same amount of money, you're gonna end up with over 1 million. Now, I know someone is watching this video and they're saying, well, Eann, I don't wanna wait until I'm 61 years old to be a millionaire. And you definitely don't have to do this. The purpose of this video is just to show you that if you just try to save your way into becoming a millionaire, or if you're just saving your money, it's gonna be very hard and you probably won't make it. But if you actually use the power or investing and compounding, you do it the easier way, this can actually help you to get to $1 million much faster. For example, if you were able to save more than $5 per day, more than $150 per month, if you were able to invest like $1,000 per month, you could cut the time in half and you become a millionaire in only 23 years, which means you'd become a millionaire in your 40s. So the point is, if you have a good job, or if you're trying to work multiple jobs, or if you're trying to start a business, always consider investing a small percentage of your income, because over the long term with compounding, this small amount that you invest every single day is going to be worth hundreds of times more what you could possibly ever save in the same period of time. So if you guys are going to start doing this, whether you want to start saving $5 per day or $10 per day, $100 per week, $200 per week, even $1,000 per week, it really doesn't matter. In the end, you'll be much better off than if you were to just save that money. And if you're looking for somewhere to open a brokerage account, you can use M1 Finance. That is the one that I use. It's completely free. You can invest in just about any stock that you want to invest into, ETFs or even bonds. And you can also do fractional investing, which means that, for example, if you want to invest in, let's say, Amazon, you'd have to buy an entire stock or entire share. And if an entire share costs $1,000, then you'll have to pay that. But with fractional share investing, you can invest any amount depending on how much money you have to invest. And then you can keep investing in small increments until you get to holding the amount of stocks that you want. So I'm going to be leaving the link down below to M1 Finance. It's really simple. It's really easy to use. I've also done a full review on it here on the channel. You guys can also watch that review where I cover all the pros and cons and I compare it with other investment platforms as well. But that is one really good app that you can use to start this investment journey. You can actually start investing $5 per day. Now, with that said, I want you guys to comment down below. Let me know if you're already investing. How long ago did you start investing, and what are your investment goals? Are you trying to get to $100,000 with investing? Are you trying to get to 500,000? Are you trying to get to 1 million or more? Let me know in the comments down below. But with that said, all the best with saving, investing, and just getting wealthy. If you guys ever want to talk to me one-on-one, remember you can message me on Instagram. The link is down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like the content, and I will see you guys very soon in the next one.